Before I start my speech, I'd like to give you a small performance. Please enjoy. Guess which sport I just played now? Okay, give you a hint. It was firstly listed in 2020's Olympic Game, and it was largely influenced by Chinese Kung Fu. Guess which sport I'm talking about? Yes, it's karate. But how much you know about karate? Well, please me allow to introduce it to you. Karate was firstly invented in Ryukyu Kingdom. Then it spread to the main islands of Japan in 1920s. The word "ti" means hand, and it was absorbed Chinese Kung Fu, especially Fujian White Crane. The first karate club was established in 1924. The handwriting changed from Tangshou to Kongshou in 1932. There are two kinds of karate. The first kind is kata, which means shape, and it shows a sequence of movement. The second kind is called kumite, which means medium hand. Shortly, it's fighting. The first time when I got know karate was when I was 5. Yeah, it's little me. That time, all I know was punching and kicking. But after years of practice, I found out it was an amazing and special sport. Why? Because you can practice two kinds in one time. Kata is so floating like guards, and kumite is so exciting like war. Second, it's because it both needs your physical energy and your mind strategy. Third, it's because the great joy when you win the competition. And above these, there's one more thing which attracts me the most. It is be fearless. There are many understandings of fearless, just like support and love, admire and aim. Well, Rome not built in one day. Fearless is built by step. Here, I like to show 3 experiences in my karate training. When I was 6, I went to an international karate competition. That time, it's in Japan. The stadium is so large and noisy. I stood in a 20 square meters court and feeling nervous because there's over 2,000 athletes and over 4,000 audience. My first opponent was a Japanese boy. He's thinner and shorter than me, but he's strong. The battle began. We used all of our technique we learned in our training: high kick, knees, and punch. But the ending was even, which means I had to play for one more round. Because it's in Japan, most of the parents yell for the Japanese boy. Even if my parents, coach, friends shout for me, their voice was drowned in the sound wave. I start to doubt myself. Am I going to fail? But then, my coach voices was echoing in my head. Even if you're hurt, keep on fighting. Don't give up. Okay, fine, fight. I used all of my strength and play my trump card. High kick. Ippon, the judge shouted, which means I got a point. At last, I got third prize. I cried because it's a tough game, and we help because we persist. At 6 years old, fearless is courage and never give up. The second story just was in a traditional karate New Year event. It happened on every first day of every year. We have to do 1,000 punch, 1,000 kick, and 1,000 deep scratch and kick combo. We stood on a riverbank. The wind is as sharp as knife scratching on my face. My limbs are shivering and quivering. My upper teeth and lower teeth are fighting. But my parents just let me wear a thin karate shirt and left me with, "You can do it, then go away." But it had to be continued. The 1,000 punch just fine for me. The second 1,000 kick made me tired and struggling. The last 1,000 deep scratch and combo nearly killed me. But then, when I saw my coaches stood in a line, shouted one by one, "Ich, ni, san, shi, go," and we had to reply, "Say loudly." And then, I feel my body full of power again. Unbelievable, we complete all of them. Look how happy I was in the photograph. I've got all of the tiredness and coldness. I feel like I was a soldier from a winning battle. At 9 years old, fearless means breaking the boundary. The last story just happened last month. Honestly, when I saw my battle list, the first feeling was afraid. Because all of my opponents were top-tier players. And I started to regret my training was useless. But all I know that regretting was useless. All I can do is focus on every single movement and pay attention. On my kata competition, I had to compete with a senior in my club. He's always the best. And also, I learned a lot from him too. That time, I stepped into the karate competition court, take a deep breath, and focus on every single movement. At last, I won him. I started to think, maybe that's the power of fearless. In 11 years old, fearless means daring to challenge. In karate, there's many things. And this precious love, trust, motivation made me grow up, made me to be confident, and made me to be fearless. With this, I dare to try, even though I'm not the best. With this, I conquered the difficulties, even if the difficulty looked like huge mountains. With this, I kept off my passionate face, even if the aim looked quite far away from me. And these are the qualifiers of fearless, and these are all karate bring to me. At last, I'd like to show one of my favorite prizes. It is a prize for a cycling competition. I like it because it's a sign of infinity. So I want to say, be fearless. There are infinity possibilities. Thank you.